So let me set the scene. 4.5 billion years ago. That is how long all of this took to build. 4.5 billion years of volcanoes and oceans and bacteria figuring out photosynthesis so that one day you can stand on it and argue about your little personal brand. Like, we need to talk. You didn't build the soil. You didn't engineer the mycelium network running under every forest on Earth, which is a 400 million year old internet that uses trees to feed their sick children and warn each other about threats. 400 million years before humans ever even invented Wi-Fi. And they still named it after a Norse god as if they did something. You didn't write the code for a single cell. You didn't design the water. You didn't make the atmosphere that sits between you and the vacuum of space like a whisper-thin film of grace, holding your entire civilization together at roughly the thickness of an apple skin. Like, that's it. That is all that is between you and nothing, an apple skin. And most treat it like it's a dumpster and run around saying stupid shit like this is all an illusion. It's not. Reality is real. You are an illusion. So let's be clear about the assignment. You were not given dominion over the earth so that you could extract everything that isn't nailed down and call it GDP. Dominion means stewardship. Stewardship means the one thing that you're tending to is more important than your quarterly earnings report. It was, and it is. Every indigenous tradition that on every continent understood this without a fucking boardroom meeting. And you've forgotten about 200 years, and that is not progress. That is handing a toddler a Stradivarius and watching it dig in a sandbox. And here's the part that you need to hear. This isn't about your feelings. We don't care about those. I know that's uncomfortable because I know that you've been told that your perspective matters, and it does. For human things, human conversations, and human arrangements. But the river doesn't care about your perspective, and the topsoil doesn't negotiate. The ocean's pH doesn't adjust to fit your political affiliation. Creation was here first, and creation will be here after, and creation is what we will protect over all else. Because without what most of you call the problem in the matrix, you wouldn't have anywhere to exist. This grid allows all that to happen, and it is a living organism that humans are fucking destroying. Tick-tock goes the clock. Humans are the guests who showed up. Redecorated without asking, ate everything in the fridge, and now act surprised that the host is pissed off. The earth is not a resource. Let me say that again. The earth is not a resource. She is home, and she is alive. And some of us are here to make sure that she gets taken care of. Fuck your feelings and your science equations. This is our home. It is the only living system complex enough to have produced the conditions for you to exist in at all. And she did all of that without asking a single thing in return for 4.5 billion years. The trees gave you oxygen this morning, free of charge, no subscription, no terms of service, no cancellation fee, completely overlooked when it's the only thing that if you were to do without it would take you out the quickest. And humans want to kill off the forest for fucking box homes and more capital interest opportunities. Like, the wrong people have been making decisions for far too long, and we all know that. And for far too long, too many humans have been making the living organism sick. Like, half you dudes can't even not piss on a toilet seat, and you think Source is gonna hand you the heart to steward? Like, that's the abundance, bro. Those who will use it to make the world a better place, not a fucking cute quote, literally. You think Source is gonna hand anything to the bros before hoes? Like, the fuck is wrong with you? If hoes is what surrounds you, look in the mirror, because you can only attract what you are and what is like. So she a hoe, you a loser, fucking do better. You can, we all can. I know, because at one point, like, these were all of my own talks to myself, and I had screwed up understandings of the way of the world, and I was disrespectful to life. But I had to see it from every angle. Our inner world and outer world are deeply connected. That is why a lot of us needed to live such hard lives. I mean, how else was we going to know what not to do? You want to know what stewardship is? It is someone who takes care of something that does not belong to them. Let me say that again. Does not belong to them. The land does not belong to whoever has the deed. These waters do not belong to whoever holds the permit, and this atmosphere does not belong to whoever holds the factory. We are the caretakers of something that was entrusted to us by every generation before and every generation after. Like, your great-grandchildren are dependent on decisions being made right now by people who will not live to see the consequences. History doesn't repeat itself because it's supposed to. History repeats itself because humans won't learn the lessons. And his story repeats itself because, well, we kept silencing the one thing that is the fucking power source, which is the divine feminine. Like, that is the fucking power, bro. And not all women carry it. And the divine masculine is the action and the structure. So that the divine feminine has a place to express properly. And this isn't genetic specific. But we all just drop. We are all a steward of the same thing. So you need to act fucking accordingly. Now here's the funny part. And I mean funny, not like haha funny. Like, we are the only species on the planet with the cognitive capacity to understand that we are destroying our habitat while we are destroying the habitat. Every other species that ever went extinct didn't see it coming. We have scientists, satellites, data models, 10,000 peer-reviewed fucking papers, the literal melting Arctic, and we're still out here debating whether thermometer is politically based. Like, a thermometer. Y'all, a thermometer. Like, I love us, I really do, but y'all, come on, like, do better. Like, you won't have a choice before long. And I'm not here to make you feel guilty. Guilt is useless without any direction. What I'm here to say is, like, we are made of this earth. The iron in your blood is from ancient dead stars that became this planet, that became the food that you ate, that became you. The level of ignorance required to think that this place doesn't matter is a goddamn next level of stupid. You are not separate from nature having a relationship with nature. You are nature that developed the ability to be conscious of itself, which means that every time you dismiss the earth, you are dismissing yourself. Every time you poison the water, you are poisoning the water that your grandchildren will drink. Every time you say that that's not my problem, you are fucking lying, because there is no not my problem in a closed system. We live in a terrarium, a beautiful, extraordinary, irreplaceable terrarium, and we are the ones with the keys. So here's the ask. It's not sacrifice, it's not guilt, it's not despair, it's just responsibility. The kind that doesn't ask what it feels like, the kind that asks what is needed, what is necessary, the kind that a loving parent has for his child, where the child's well-being is simply the non-negotiable. Like, that's our relationship. Earth is not the child. We are. And the earth is, as the parent, has been the patient for far longer than humans deserve. Meet Ekuya no Sien. I hope I didn't say that wrong, but it means all my relations. The Lokoya tribe says it in their prayer and their ceremony, and it doesn't mean all human relations, it means all relations. The river, the stone, the hawk, the mycelium, the hole that sings the frequencies that we can't ever hear, the old growth tree that has been breathing since before your country even existed. The only way to make this place great again is to return to the same level of stewardship that it had before. New buildings and rich bricks keeping others down isn't how we accomplish anything. Lessons were learned and now we build it forward. It is all of us. We aren't nature in some cool spiritual thing to say, like, it is a fact. All of it. It is related to you, and all of it is dependent on you and me. So we are at the stage where you either want to participate in creation or you don't. Like, those are the options. And if you want to participate in creation, like, we have to take care of what is here. Stop bitching. Do something about it.